What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one, fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. When most relationships end, if it's not mutual, more than likely, one individual will still have feelings for the other, especially if it was a serious and committed relationship. It's hard to just fall out of love with a person. Some people understand, if it's over, it's over. It's time to work on myself or just move on and not look back. But we all know them couples that's up and down like a roller coaster. 1 minute they are happy together, next minute they are both single and dating other people, before eventually doubling back to each other. But the thing about always going back is learning to forgive. When you decide to jump back into something that wasn't right from the beginning, add in the fact now y'all both have added more people to the situation, whoever you chose to use to make the other jealous while on a break, resentment can build, and depending on how it ended in the first place, sometimes that love can quickly turn into hate and it becomes a thin line. Some will be cool with the breakup until they hear or see their ex has moved on. Whether out of spite or just not being able to stomach seeing another person you love with somebody else, some people will reach out and see if their ex is really serious about moving on. And if they give you conversation or say, nah, me and the new person are just friends, it's like an ego boost. Like, yeah, I still got them in my grip. But you have to be careful when y'all both are playing games, that one of y'all don't end up trying to string somebody else along and the drama who is not playing at all. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Pensacola, Florida to discuss the case of a man who was backdoored by his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend. Back in 2024, 30-year-old Larry Spires was navigating life in Florida. Friends and family called the man Gator. Minus trying to maintain as a young man and father, he was trying to stay out the way and keep some motion coming. Some say Larry was a little bit in his feelings after going through a breakup with his now ex-girlfriend, but according to some, she was just a side chick. At the time, 21-year-old Desiree McCants. The couple had been in a back and forth relationship, but for whatever reason, they decided to call it quits for good. Larry was rotating with other females after the breakup, but nothing serious. But Desiree decided to move on and start another serious relationship with a 27-year-old man named Derek Stewart. Derek himself wasn't a stranger to Larry or the police in the area, in and out of trouble since a hopper. But now he was trying to shape back and focus on his relationship with Desiree. But rumors around the way was the young lady was playing the 50, telling Larry she was single, even though in a relationship and still being intimate with her ex. Larry was hearing from people around the way that Desiree was supposedly seeing Derek, but he figured it couldn't be that serious if she was still willing to let him slide through and smash. But hanging in the same circle, the new relationship with Desiree would soon be confirmed. When around about 2 a.m. on September 20th, 2024, Larry was out having a few drinks, cooling with a friend, when they told him, like, you know your ex is with old boy Derek. Larry brushed it off, like I heard it wasn't about nothing or serious. But the friend stated, nah, it's real. As they stated, they always saw the two together and knew Derek was calling Desiree his girlfriend and was definitely serious about her. Larry, knowing his conversations with Desiree didn't match to her actions, decided to call the young lady. Even though it was late, she picked up the phone after 2 a.m. He told her he wanted to pull up somewhere and talk and asked her about Derek, but she brushed it off and stated, just pull up. Larry stated okay, bet. Not knowing the whole conversation, Derek was right there and allegedly told Desiree, let him come and I'm gonna take care of it. She pulled up to her apartment at 8340 Country Walk Drive and parked the car. Minutes later, her phone rang. It was Larry. He was confirming that she was at the house. A few minutes later, he pulled up, excited to see Desiree, thinking it was just her and her family member's car that she was always driving. He got out the car and started walking over, but seconds later, multiple shots went off, and the car Desiree was in fled the scene. Around about 5 that morning, as neighbors was getting up, getting ready for work, they noticed the man laying in the grass. They called local police, who responded to the scene and found the man suffering from 3 gunshot wounds, unfortunately already gone. A search of his wallet revealed that the victim was in fact Larry. As his family received the bad news, they started to name a man named Bobo, who was from the area who Larry had beef with. But one of Larry's homegirls, who he was seeing, told police she felt it had something to do with Derek and Desiree. Police got surveillance footage from the complex, and it showed Desiree pull up, parked in a position that police felt made it easier to flee the scene. Her phone lighting up in the car multiple times as Larry was calling. Then Larry pulling up, getting out the car before being ambushed by who police recognized as Derek, before he then ran back to the car and they fled the scene. Police also determined through phone records both Desiree and Derek were at the same spot and location where the shooting happened at, but the couple was MIA. Almost 4 months would go by when local police got a call that the vehicle was seen in Atlanta. Police sat outside the apartment complex and waited for Derek or Desiree to walk out. Not long would go by before both of them walked out the building, and they both was taken into custody and extradited back to Florida. Derek was charged with second-degree hit, and Desiree charged with principal to commit a hit, meaning it was determined she helped plot with Derek and knew exactly what was about to happen to Larry and had multiple times to warn the man but went with the move. They were both held on no bail, and as of now, this case hasn't made its way to trial yet, and both are innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Larry. I send my prayers and condolences to his family, definitely his kids. We were just talking about doubling back to relationships earlier, and I guess in bro mind, he wanted Desiree back. His family and friends were stating the young lady was a side chick and a jump off who he just kept going back to. But either way, it had to be some kind of feelings there for him to pull up on her that late, wanting to talk about their relationship. Not knowing, even though she was still willing to lay down with him, she made her choice and wanted Derek. And Derek crashed all the way out for a female who was playing him from the jump. But I want to leave this one open for discussion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation. And have you yourself ever went back and forth with an ex? And if so, what made you eventually let go? Or are you still caught in the mix? Let me know in the comments. And remember, we got to succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Larry. Like I said, I send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all leave it in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. This is another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.